man of the Like now, still in Nigeria, a former chairman of the Independent Electoral Commission, INEC, in the country, that's none other than Professor Attahiru Jega, remember him? Now, he's called on Nigerians not to vote for the ruling APC party, that's the All Progressive Party, and the People's Democratic Party, the PDP, come the 2023 elections for failing to develop the country. Now, according to former INEC boss Jega, the two major political parties have woefully failed the nation, stressing that it is high time Nigerians look for a credible, in his own words, alternative.
Now, the former INEC boss noted that the APC and PDP did not come with good intention to make amends with their fight against corruption, as all corrupt people that were supposed to be prosecuted all sneaked into the APC. Now, to help put the former INEC boss's statement in the right perspective, we have Barrister Nwabeze Ugu, a constitutional lawyer and former lawmaker. Good morning, Barrister. Welcome to Breakfast Central.
Good morning, my sister. Good morning, our listeners.
Right, now tell us, what are your thoughts on the comments credited to the former INEC chairman, Attahiru Jega?
My comments in respect of the symbols of Professor Jega is that Professor Jega is telling us what we already know, but I'm not sure that Professor Jega is the right person to tell us that. Looking at his period at INEC when he was the country's INEC boss. If you recall, in 2015, when he was collecting the final results of the presidential election, the then agent of the sitting president, Goodluck Jonathan, Orubebe, openly accused Jega before TV cameras, in fact, right under the glare of the entire world, that Jega was very, very corrupt, and that it was wrong for him to have allowed that the kind of rigging which Rubebe alleged had taken place in that presidential election. In any event, we know that we are not in the best of political times. PDP, with what has taken place, 7 members of the National Working Committee resigned, and one is also threatening to resign.
All right,
it means that something obviously is wrong.
Barrister Nwabeze.
And it is also
Barrister, sorry to cut you short, but former INEC boss Attahiru Jega, he's decried the way these politicians conduct their elections and the representation they give their people. We know that these comments are coming in at the same from the man we know that is the former INEC boss himself. Now, what does this really say about elections in Nigeria, whether it was Jega then or somebody else now? If Jega can come out and make this assertion that we should just shun PDP and APC, what does it say about our electoral processes, even being that he's no longer there? Hello, Barrister.
Sorry, I want to get your last sentence.
Yes, so what does it say? Now, we've seen the comments from Jega. He's telling us to shun PDP and APC. What does this really say about our electoral processes and INEC, being that he's even no longer there anymore?
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm saying, that for him to tell us to shun both parties, it simply means that the parties are not the best of political parties that should midwife that political Nigerians are looking forward to. Because, of course, he is saying that both political parties have failed Nigeria. A lot of other Nigerians feel the same way. But if we decide now to shun PDP and APC, there's no alternative. I'm not even talking of any alternative being credible.
Wow.
There is none at all.
Wow, Barrister. Now, this is something. This statement from Jega. He's not the first person who has said it, right? Some other political parties, their chairmen have come out to also make such assertions. Now, looking at the ADP party and even the NNPP parties, they've all come out to say Nigerians should shun the major parties, that's the PDP and the APC. But some people sort of disagree with Jega's assertion, saying that he's only trying to pull attention to his new political party. Do you share the same sentiments?
I agree completely. In fact, if you watch, it is not possible for any man who has reached Jega's political stature to join a political party just for the fun of it. Jega has recently joined PRP, and he didn't join. My opinion is that he didn't join PRP just to sit down and look at the wall. He joined PRP with a view to having a shot at a political office, contesting a political position. Now, by telling us to join the two mainstream political parties, he is trying to woo Nigerians to join his own political party. And I am not sure it will work. Because to start with, I do not think that a lot of people think or believe that Jega is that kind of person that will be able to woo Nigerians to think along with him in respect of politics in Nigeria.
Barrister,
so I agree completely that Jega's foray into PRP and has a lot to do with his recent statement that Nigerians should shun both political parties. But I'm not sure it will work.
Barrister Raboise, as a former lawmaker yourself, don't you think that Nigerians perhaps are overdue for this alternative right now? We are just a couple of months away from the polls in 2023. Tell us what you foresee happening, going by how heated the polity is getting. And the Nigerians, don't they deserve an alternative, just like the guy is saying?
Yeah, we have just 20 months away from the 2023 election. It would have been very good if Nigerians could turn both political parties. But the point is that there is no alternative. I agree that there are several political parties in Nigeria. I think we have about 70-something political parties now in this country, after INEC had deregistered some of them. But even at that, there is none of them. If I ask you now, how many other political parties do you know? You will hardly know anything outside PDP and APC. Because these other political parties are moribund, except probably AFGA, that has one state. The rest are moribund. And so it's 20 months. In fact, you are no longer talking of 20 months now. You are talking of very few months before every political party will have to conduct their primaries for the 2023 general election. And so there is no political party outside PDP and APC that can be able to get people to come around and register to the party and use it as a vehicle for the 2022 election. So the only alternatives we still have are the same APC and PDP. But the way they are going, it is possible that that APC may no longer, I don't know, looking at the fact that the recent Supreme Court decision did a lot of damage to the APC structure as it is presently constituted.
Wow. Well, right. Thank you so much. I mean, we will just wait and see how it unfolds. But thank you so much, Barrister Nwambeze Ugwu, constitutional lawyer and former lawmaker, for coming on Breakfast Central today.